Hi, I'm Shashi and this is Karisu. Deepavali is around the corner, and if you're not Indian or you don't know why people celebrate Deepavali or how they celebrate Deepavali, this video is exactly for you. So before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video, and we can get straight to it. Every celebration comes with a story behind it, why it started and how it started and everything. So this is how Deepavali started, and it's not just one story, there are so many stories out there. Let me just pick two of the most famous stories for you. The first one comes from the northern Indian side. It goes by the epic of Ramayana. So if you know Ramayana, Rama, who is the exiled prince from Ayodhya, was exiled for 14 years, and towards the end of the 14 years, his wife was kidnapped by a king of a neighboring country, the king of current day Sri Lanka, who is Ravana. So Rama collected his followers and his soldiers and went across the sea to wage war on Ravana, and eventually won, brought his wife back to Ayodhya. And that's one version of the story, the celebration of the day Rama returned to Ayodhya after exile and after winning the war against Ravana. The southern Indian version of this is between Krishna and Naragasura. So Naragasura is an actual demon who lives in the underworld, and apparently he was torturing and oppressing all his people. So the people prayed to Krishna so that Krishna would help them. And so Krishna came and fought Naragasura and eventually killed him. This is also another reason Deepavali is called Naragasura Chaturthi, which means the 14th day after the death of Naragasura. So this is the origin of the story. So how do Indian people celebrate Deepavali? Every celebration has its own traditions which come along with it. Like for example, Christmas, the morning of Christmas, you open up presents and then you go to the church and stuff like that. So Deepavali has its set of tradition as well. So let me just explain to you the basics of what usually happens around in Indian families. First thing first is the cleaning of the house. So the entire family will gather, clean up the whole house, repaint the house. If they're buying new furnitures or what, they'll put the new furnitures in, and everything is supposed to be new for Deepavali. And then in the morning of Deepavali day, the oil bath ceremony starts. Means the oldest person in the house will put on oil from head to toe for every other member of the family. And after they are soaked in oil, they'll go take a bath, and then the family prayer starts. Family prayer starts at the small shrine at home. This is more of a Thanksgiving prayer sort of, and then at the end of the prayer session, the younger members of the family will fall on the legs of the elder members to get blessings. And after this particular prayer is done, the whole family will go to the temple. And at the temple, another set of prayers start, and all the usual prayers and the singings and everything goes on. And after that, the whole family will come back home. During this entire time, after the morning oil bath, everyone is supposed to wear only new clothes. That means for guys, it's new jippa, new veshti. For women, it's new sari or new Punjabi suit. Everything is supposed to be new on you. And usually, and this is just my personal experience, from morning until all the prayers are done, we are usually vegetarian for the morning part of it. And after that, in the evening, we just whack everything there is to whack. Chicken, mutton, goat, whatever you can find, we just whack. It's because it's the happiest celebration in the Indian tradition, in the Hindu tradition actually. And just saying that it's a Hindu tradition would not be fair, because other races also celebrate Deepavali, like the Singhs also celebrate Deepavali. They have a different reason behind why they are celebrating Deepavali, but the celebration falls on the same day. And another interesting fact, the northern Indian celebration of Deepavali actually falls one day after the southern Indian celebration of Deepavali. And if you're wondering what Deepavali actually means, Deepa stands for light, and for the word Vali, there are two meanings to it. One is from the word Valipadu, which actually means prayer, so it's like festivity of lights, like that. Another meaning for Vali is row, so rows of light. So basically it means celebrating the day with rows of light. Deepavali means the victory of light over darkness. In both the stories I mentioned earlier, you would have noticed the hero wins and the villain loses. That means good will always triumph and evil will always perish. So that's it for Deepavali today. Unfortunately, this year we can't do any visiting or cannot invite anyone over to our places because of PKP, except in Perlis, Pahang and Kelantan, I think the places with no Indians around. So, so until the next video, bye bye.